Ant Slow must have killed somebody, because the crime scene? What's up, beautiful people? LosingDrea here, and I'm coming to you guys with a heck of a video. Oh my gosh, is this a heck of a video. Sorry for my appearance. I am all over the place. Just, my hair is a mess. I look like a busted can of biscuits, thanks to you, Fluffy. Hates fibro. She used to say that all the time. She probably still does when her hair is like all disarrayed. Sorry for my looks, guys. No makeup. My hair is not done. In fact, I just got it like thrown up in the back of my head, whichever way it would have stuck. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when the shit hits the fan, you know, it just, whatever happens and where it sticks. I gotta tell you guys, my air condition, I kind of felt it in the middle of the night. I said it was hot, but you know, it's 94 degrees outside when I checked Google to see the weather here. And I thought, okay, well, maybe it's just that. You know, back on the end of June, the very first couple of days of July, I know because I have my landlord and the conversation we were having on the 2nd of July, where the issue happened with my air condition. But the guy who came out, the second tech, because the first tech came out to do some kind of a service, only to tell me, oh, you need a whole new system. And I didn't believe him, so I called out the initial company that's been doing the work on this air conditioning unit for a long time. I'm responsible for the first $150 of anything that breaks. It's an agreement that I have with my landlord. I don't pay nearly as much rent as I probably should in the area that I live in for the home that I'm in. So I'm okay with that. However, when things start breaking on a regular basis, like once a month, it's ridiculous to have to keep shelling out $150 a month, because now I am paying at least what I should be paying for a house like this and not having to sweat in my own house. It is incredibly frustrating, to say the least. I finally, you know, they send somebody out. He did a little something. Hopefully it'll keep me through the weekend. I do have a window unit out in my dining room. My dining room, living room area, and big, huge kitchen are all like one room. And I have my doors open in here because I need to work in my studio. I do not have my computer and the things that I need out in my living room. Therefore, it is very imperative that I'm here in my studio office. And I'm trying to make the best of it by keeping the door open. But I have a job that's such that when I'm speaking with a client, it is completely professional. And I need to have the silence. I can't have the dogs barking and the cats coughing up hairballs and all that kind of stuff, because that's what happens around my house anyways. And I'm good with, you know, hanging on the mute button just in case I need that sucker. But guys, I'm just flipping out. The estimate came back finally from these people, and it was $5,286 on one line item that looked like that was the final line item, and then at the bottom it said, please submit if you want the work done, $5,386. And I'm wondering what the extra $100 is for, because there isn't a line item for it, and I think it's probably just a little typo on the whoever's typed it up's behalf, because obviously they were rushing to get out. It was the end of their day. They closed their office, don't you know. I emailed them and tried to say, hey, what is it? One or the other. I mean, I got to give this information to my landlord. It would be nice of him to know if that extra $100 is coming out of his pocket or from my portion that I got to pay of the $150. I don't know. He's not bitching me out. Doesn't mean he's not mad. He's Canadian. He's in Canada. Things go a little differently for Canadians, I would imagine. And who wants to have to pay out that kind of money? Just last month, he put a whole new water softening system in, water conditioning, softening, whatever, filtering. We're on well water. He had to put the whole system. And the month prior, it was in April, that the pressure tank blew, and they replaced the pressure tank. So we had the pressure tank, and that was like almost $800. And then the rest of the unit was only $3,000 something. But hey, keep in mind, he had already replaced the pressure tank, so that was another $1,000 of that unit that he didn't, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking of it that way, because that's how it would have been if I was the homeowner. You know, it's just ridiculous. I feel bad for my landlord, because he's a really great guy. He's not a slumlord. He fixes things when they break. He realizes the house is old, maybe a little old. I mean, it's really not that old. It was like 2006, 2007, 2005 maybe at the late. I don't know. I don't think that's that old of a house for these things that are continually breaking around here to keep breaking. I digress. So I'm coming on here. It is the last day of July, and I was thanking myself that it was over, because it's just like, seems like this mess happening now, taking me into a weekend, into a whole new month. This is not good, guys. August is a really hot month for me. I know for a fact my bill just keeps going up, 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 up. And if I can recall from all the other years I've lived here, it just keeps continuing to go up way into September, somewhere into October. It just gets higher and higher and higher. And this air does never go off. There's always somebody home here in the house. My animals are here. My mother is here. I don't turn the air off. While other people with 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom houses are telling me, oh, we keep our air on 78 and it's nice and cool in there. I've been in my neighbor's house across the way. 4-bedroom, 2 or 2.5 bath with a 2-car garage. Pretty much the same setup, but a little bigger, more square footage. And I'm like, you must have a 5-ton AC unit or an 8-ton AC. No. Same 3.5-ton I got, but theirs actually works. There's a big difference. So, you know, I knew there was something going on with this AC, that every time I look, I got it down at 72. I won't put it any lower because it will freeze up. And it says it's 85 degrees in the house. Crazy. So I'm trying to get through this period right now. I want to do this video and get it up and out to you guys before the close of the day. So it's still the 31st. I finally caught up. Don't you know, it's the last day of the month now. The 20 ingredient or less challenge is over. Thank you. Not that I really had a bad experience about that. That part of it I'm actually just kind of joking about. I really enjoyed the experience that I got and the things that I learned from it. Am I going to use it? No, probably no more than the geometry I learned in whatever school I was going to. Seriously, guys, I have to eat. We all have to eat. And if I have to worry about every single little ingredient in something that we're given, I might as well just stop eating altogether. I don't know. You know, I'm getting to the point where I know that my food eats food that probably has ingredients in it that I don't want to eat. But do I get to pick apart my food and see what's in it? No, I ain't going there. Thirsty. You could understand the thirst. It is hot. It is hot. It was 94 degrees that day. It's just me. It's just me. And then I deal with that. And see, that's why I can't work with my door open. Come on. Nobody here. It was Mama's drink. Come here. It was just my drink. Can I kiss? Yes, come on. Come on. She won't get up here. She's too fat to get on her hind legs. Too much weight on them. So yeah, I'm just trying to, you know, keep them cool. I've got a fan blowing on my boy behind me. I don't know if you can see him. Say hi, Coda. That's my boy. So yeah, I love the animals. I don't want them to sweat me. I can deal with it. I do have that window unit that I had in there from on the 2nd when it happened just at the beginning of this month. I had put the window unit out there. It was the most convenient place for me to put it. My husband was that capable of helping me because of his sick situation and his health. And that's something that's been stressing me out. So all these things are going on. And then don't you know, the one thing I said that I was getting all the symptoms for, but probably not the actual crime scene, well, Aunt Flo must have killed somebody, because the crime scene, it is horrific. I called my husband. I said, I don't know, but I might end up in the hospital because I think I'm hemorrhaging to death, literally. So, like, for any of the months that I might not have gotten it, it caught up, and it's coming now. So, at least I know why the, breast assistance has been tender, and all that kind of stuff's been going on, and the food eating and the wanting to snack and all that, that all makes sense, including the fact that, I was eating sucralose and other things that were causing me to have more cravings. The Aldi's bread, I got into it again today. You know what? Hey, it is what it is. Now's not the time to be worrying about what I'm eating and all that kind of stuff. I'll just live vicariously through my mother, who's down to like 127 point something pounds. Yeah. Woman eats, well, I know she eats more than eggs, but the consensus is all she eats is eggs, because she does eat a lot of eggs. She makes eggs every day, boils about a dozen of them, and eats hard-boiled eggs like the Guana style. And the closing this month at 230.2 pounds. Not good because that is up actually from 229.4. That is 0.8 since day one. So no, this was a terrible month. I didn't want to be in the minus. I mean, it would have been okay if I at least would have ended at the same 229.4, but no, you know, Aunt Flo came visiting, packing too much stuff, and yeah, it shows on the scale. So August 1st starts a new month. I'm not necessarily doing a challenge. I will just be eating things as I normally do. I will try to film as much as I possibly can. Not going to be any promises about a daily video, but they're definitely not going to be as fancy schmancy as they have been, so that perhaps I can get them up and out to you, even if that means uploading them from my phone and then worrying about trying to do a thumbnail for them later. If you don't film, you're not a creator, you might not even understand what half that stuff is I just said. Don't worry about it. If you're still here watching me, then you love me for me and not for my editing capabilities, because I really don't think I have that many editing capabilities. Nobody's taught me anything. It's all just playing around with stuff, self-taught. So there you have it, guys. You know, I've been getting some sleep, but I'm doing days now instead of nights, so probably around 6, 7 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock, I'll go to sleep. I'll wake up at 4 or so in the morning, and I'll work during the day. And that's where I'm at. So hopefully I'll get back on track with doing videos for you on the daily. If they do come out, you might see them the same day I actually created them, like this one I hope to be delivered to you today on the 31st. And yeah, with that said, be happy, be healthy, be beautiful, but just be you, be the boss of your loss if you're on a weight loss journey, and I'll definitely be seeing each and every one of you guys in my next video, if I don't melt. Bye, guys. Be blessed. Mwah.